This episode is brought to you by Samsung Music Frame.
The cottage dates back to around 1849. This was built by the inmates of the nearby Darlinghurst Jail to house the wardens. So it has a colourful past and it's had many iterations over the years. Most recently, just before me, was an active sex worker premises. The cottage is located in the vibrant inner city suburb of Darlinghurst, here in Sydney. We're just one street back from Oxford Street, which is the iconic Mardi Gras parade route, and we're surrounded by restaurants, cafes, bars, and just a stone's throw away from the Sydney CBD. My name is Sam Eggleton and I'm the founder of Convict Interiors, based here in Sydney. This is my home and also my office. The renovation spawned my business. I live here with my very handsome man, Taco, the tuxedo cat. This is a fabulous community. This row of 7 terraces, almost the 7 dwarves. It's not uncommon for us to pop by with a bottle of wine on a Friday afternoon or catch the sunset over the skyline with a cocktail. I wanted to create a home that was warm and inviting and really welcomed in that rear to north aspect light. Using traditional materials in a tonal way really made the space not try to be something that it's not. When we first acquired the cottage, it was dark, it was clinical, there was white shiny tiles on the floor, the dark pine ceiling, and there was a rotting laminate kitchen. So the original floor plan, you walk directly into living dining. There was a small pokey kitchen tucked into the rear wing extension, and the bathroom and laundry combination quite impractical with an upstairs loft bedroom. We moved the cook zone from the bathroom wing over to the central location of the kitchen, making use of an old storage cupboard. We added a kitchen island, and that really tripled the usable workspace. We actually made the bathroom smaller, but by removing the laundry, moving the shower to the end of the bathroom, really made for a more practical floor plan. And upstairs in the loft bedroom, we found some extra space and we opened up and made use of that extra ceiling height. Looking from the street, the facade is quite unassuming. You enter into the main living and dining, which you can see straight out through to the courtyard. I work mainly from home, so perched right in front of the window looking out to the street. I've got my desk so I can catch the greenery and the beautiful light. These blinds allow me to shut the bottom half off and still allow in light, but just allows for some privacy. The first thing I actually bought was this stunning artwork by my pal Xander Holiday. His fun use of shapes in the artwork and the pops of colour really influenced how I styled the property. Finding a scratching post that doesn't look like typical cat furniture really plays into the artwork in the living room as well. We've orientated the room to place the sofa underneath the stairs. It almost feels like the stairs are giving you a big hug. Under the stairs, we discovered there was some unused space, so we popped on a secret door, and that's now become my shed. When we bought the place, the fireplaces were actually boarded up. So we opened them up, engaged a stonemason to match the sandstone on the front windowsill, and that just creates a great place to store plants and artwork. In between the 2 fireplaces, we've installed some custom joinery. So this matches their kitchen and the bathroom upstairs as well. Just creates a space to store all of the entertainment unit items and electrical. And hung above, we've gone with a Samsung frame. Just makes it feel a little less like a TV and less imposing. We built in some custom shelving just out of MDF and painted it the same colour as the wall to really feel as though it's always been there. And it's LED underlit, so it creates some beautiful ambient lighting at night.
Samsung Music Frame's stylish modern look integrates perfectly with the aesthetic of Sam's home, effortlessly complementing his accented black frame mirror, coffee table, and door frames. What sets it apart is its customizable artwork. These black and white photos taken in Japan by Sam's photographer friend Nam, and Sam can easily switch between a custom printed acrylic panel or his own printed photos to complement his home style or showcase cherished memories from his travels. And streaming music is so easy via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. It has built-in Alexa and is also compatible with Google Chromecast, AirPlay, and Spotify as well. The wide sweet spot technology disperses sound evenly throughout the home, so you can enjoy clear sound music wherever you are in your home. Also, Dolby Atmos wraps around you with the outstanding 3D sound. If you have a Samsung TV like Sam, you can also pair the music frame with your Samsung TV and sound bar. And the Q Symphony optimizes all audio channels, ensuring exceptional sound quality for a truly immersive surround sound experience. Samsung Music Frame, an innovative blend of sound and style, perfectly tailored to any home.
The kitchen really connects seamlessly to the living space. This kitchen island really tripled the workable size of the kitchen. I made an intentional choice with the placement of the oven and the microwave into this side of the island so that it's more hidden from the living and the courtyard. What used to be a storage cupboard, we've now turned into extra workable kitchen space. The drawers right below the cooktop keeps the pots, utensils, and the spices within easy reach. One of the showpieces in the kitchen in terms of materials is the kitchen splashback. So I've opted for a Moroccan handmade tile, and they're intentfully irregular. So the pits, the tones, and the various shapes catch the light at different times throughout the day. The area where the old kitchen stood has become the wash zone. So it incorporates much needed, but albeit a really teeny dishwasher. We've got bins and coffee and smoothie prep area. The area above the sink presented some tricky roof lines, and it was difficult to build in some concealed cabinetry. So what we did was opt for open shelves to store everyday items and pulled that same timber finish from the floor up into the shelving. In this thoroughfare, we've also placed a pantry. It's slim, but because of the drawers, it's super functional. So where the washing machine was once in the middle of the bathroom, we've relocated it into a cupboard in this thoroughfare. And because of this, I've also been able to add a dryer stacked on top. There was previously a small acrylic skylight, didn't let a whole lot of light in, and there were security grills on that smaller skylight as well. Opening up that rear to north roofline just bathes this back part of the house in natural light all throughout the day. We've also got the ability to draw the shade to control the light throughout the day. This courtyard really is an extension of the living space. I use it all year round. We made the decision to colour block the exterior walls black. It's just such a striking contrast against the sandstone tiles and gives an illusion of enlarging the space. The bathroom is situated behind a pocket door in the rear wing of the property. A white on white bathroom can often present cold or clinical, but we avoided this by choosing matte surfaces for the sink and the tiles. The copper fixtures throughout add warmth, and they complement the accent stone tiles. An in-wall cistern toilet and wall-hung vanity expose more of the floor tiles, creating a more open feel. Most importantly, this created a spot underneath for Taco's kitty litter tray. The stairs in the living room leads up to the generous king-sized loft bedroom. One night there was a massive leak in the ceiling. This led us to discover there was some unused and untapped space within the attic. So what we did when replacing the ceiling was we raised the original 1.9 metre ceiling to a 3 metre cathedral style ceiling, creating a sense of grandeur. I really love the contrast of the clean, sharp lines of the new ceiling structure and the organic chimney stack and brickwork. On top of the architectural beams, we installed some LED lighting, which really uplights the space, creating a sense of height. Being up in the loft, it can get quite hot in summer. I searched high and low for a fan that would fit within the apex of the roof, but I just found the absolute perfect one. Designing for this room's awkward shape, we maximised the space and storage by building into the roofline. We actually reduced the size of the wardrobe, providing some additional floor space in the bedroom. Down by the side of the bed, bifold doors were a space-saving alternative to traditional sliders. From the hanging space, we actually installed some low drawers with open space on top to allow for, as you enter up the stairs, to see more of the roofline and create more of a sense of space. The Juliet balcony is a beautiful spot to catch the morning sun with a coffee and offers peak views of the Sydney skyline and the neighbourhood surrounds. When it comes to designing small spaces, I really just had a look at myself as a person and how I actually want to use the space. So through that, I created a list of all the features and functions that I'd like to incorporate into the property. And then I really had to come up with creative solutions of how that's all going to fit within those four walls. Don't be afraid to shift, repurpose, or reuse certain spaces because every millimetre counts. And also you can't change the direction of the sun. So capturing as much light as you can with that aspect is just also so important in making a space feel bright and breezy.
Thanks for watching. If you're an architect or designer with a project we could feature, please share it with us at nevertoosmall.com/submissions.